All right, it's time for another episode of the podcast, Nerdy Virgin Podcast, here with Joshua Snyder for the Nerdy Virgin Podcast. My name is Joshua Snyder. I did lose my virginity when I was 32. I'm currently 42. It is September 14th, 2025, 11 years, 4 months after I lost my virginity. No change. Nothing's happened since. Good. Just glad to see. And you're pretty much up to date. That's been all the updates. Thank you. This has been a great podcast. Tune in next week. A lot of people, and by a lot of people I mean nobody, would like to know what do I do? What's a day in the life of Josh? And namely, it's I worry about every conceivable thing that could kill me. And then after I'm done brushing my teeth, I go live my life and do what I need to do. I am doing a sci-fi show, a sci-fi themed show, Control Alt Delight, September 28th, Sunday, September 28th at 5 p.m. in the Yoo-Hoo Room at Flappers Comedy Club and Restaurant. You gotta come on down. You oughta come on down in Burbank, beautiful Burbank, California. If you're in town, come on down. What else could you be doing? Come on down. Should be a lot of fun. There will be other nerdy comedians and other non-nerdy comedians. It'll be a nice mix. And I will be, talking about Alien Earth. I'll be talking about Alien Earth. Great show. Very frustrating, but it's a great show, but it's very frustrating. Why is it frustrating, you ask? I'll tell you. It's it's slow. It's supposed to be slow. I get that we're building tension. I get that we are building tension. Okay. I get it. But by the same token, how many times can you cut to the alien in 10 hours? The alien can only say and do so much. It's got one expression. That's about it. And there's only so many times you can cut to it. And yes, there's a bunch of other characters. Yes, it is a wonderful show. I'm not. What's the complaint here? There is none really. You should watch it. Is it that sometimes I just want to have a 90-minute experience, not a 10-hour experience? Maybe that's what it is. It's great, but it's like, but what if I want to sit down and just watch a 90-minute thing? Well, there's a thing for that. It's called the movie Alien, and I can watch that, I guess, instead of complaining and whining. Beyond that, I'm attempting. I was good on my diet until I wasn't, but for 5 straight days, chicken, salmon, steamed vegetables, by and large. Maybe some toast at night with a little bit of jam. And then my cheat day, I had a cheat day on Saturday. I had a lemon bar. And as soon as I ate it, it hit my stomach wrong. It hit it wrong. As soon as I did it, I regretted it. I didn't regret it. I loved it. I loved the lemon bar joy that I felt. And then afterwards, I regretted it. The thing, here's what I regret. I'm addicted to sugar. I have an addictive personality. And I feel that I succumbed to the addiction. And so that feels like a failure to me. And every time I do it, I'm running away from emotions. That's what I'm doing. I'm running away from the feelings of anxiety, fear, the fear that I'm a failure, the fear that I will never achieve in life what I want to achieve. It's the same things. Doesn't even matter what the details are. But it's an addiction. That's all there is to it. And I can sugarcoat it. No pun intended. I do want to sugarcoat it, actually. That's the problem. But it's an addiction. And I feel that if I don't address it and acknowledge it and deal with it, that I am running away from something. And better to turn around and face the demon and feel the feelings than drown it out with sugar. So, and it's very, I like, I had a sweet tea liquid death. There's not that much sugar in it, but it's sugar. I just had some right now, and I can tell myself, well, I've cut down on sugar, I'm doing better, but the reality is I'm addicted to sugar, and I'm not one of those moderation people. I either have to not do it at all, or if I start to do it, it's like a slippery slope of beautiful, beautiful sugar. And even now, I'm thirsty, and I'm like, I'll go get a liquid. But I'm all right. It wasn't that bad. I'll go get a liquid death. And I can solve the thirst with water. That's how I should solve the thirst. So that's the issue. My mom died of alcoholism. And I think she could never really escape that addiction. And in the end, it was destroying her body. It destroyed her body. What was she running away from? I think intense emotion. So I don't want to follow in the same footsteps. So I think that means I just have to never eat sugar again and be miserable. Are we on board with this? Did I mention this is a comedy podcast? My goal is to be what is the goal exactly? I mean, my heroes are, my current hero is Mark Maron, who, built a following and now can go and tour and do stand-up. And that, I want to do something similar to that. The difference is that he will have guests and he has in-depth conversation with those guests. And I'm too selfish. I don't want someone else taking the spotlight, even though what he did really helped his career. So I'm doing this. I'm just talking, and then I'm doing my little videos on Instagram and TikTok, and I seem to be doing a lot of Star Trek related stuff on TikTok, which people seem to be commenting on and, dare I say, enjoying it, or at least commenting on it. That's fun. So that's what I'm doing over there. Turns out there's a huge community of people who are really into the starships and Star Trek, and we talk about all of it. And, this is the other thing. Maybe this is the other thing, is that for years I said to myself, okay, yes, I'm into Star Trek, but I'm not one of those diehard fans. I mean, I'm not. I know that it's just a show. I'm not diehard into it. But the fact that I'm beginning to recognize the background performers in episodes of The Next Generation, and going, oh, she's in this one too. Oh, in this one she's an ensign. Like, now I'm like, all right, let's accept myself for who I am, and let's just call it out. Apparently, I am a diehard fan. I love the ships. This has been a recurring thing that I think we need to talk about, and I need to make a video about this. There is the Akira class starship that first appeared in Star Trek First Contact. And let me tell you something. This is everybody. No one hates this ship. Everybody loves this ship. It's sort of become the like the cool kid ship that it's never been the lead ship in any of the shows. They basically used it as a model for the NX-01 Enterprise in Star Trek Enterprise, but it's not quite that. It's, but I've noticed it's one of those ships that just deep down everyone low key loves this ship, like to the point where I really, dare I say, if they made a show, it doesn't, and they had this as the lead ship in the show might do better than any of the current shows. I dare I say it, Paramount, if you're listening to me. I mean, even the name it's Akira. They named it after the anime movie, but great. It's a cool sounding name. I'd fly a starship that was named after an anime, of course. The USS Cowboy Bebop, sign me up. What makes it cool? It's just I gotta say, there's something about the way that the deflector dish is inset into the primary. Like there's a little bit of a secondary hull that's on the bottom of the primary hull, but it's done gracefully. I think maybe that's the key here, guys. Because let me just tell you something. The last thing anyone wants is a primary hull and a secondary hull that are just kind of slapped together. This was done with grace, and people have recognized that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, what do they say about social media? It's all about finding that niche market. It doesn't get any more niche than this. All about the Akira class, man. Should we check out some movie news? What's going on in the movie news? Do you want to talk about the Emmy Award winners? I have watched none of these shows. I have no idea. There's, I feel guilty for saying this. I haven't even watched the season of Andor, which I should. I've kept up with everything else Star Wars pretty much. Why do I keep struggling with Andor? It's just there's a lot of, they stop to act a lot. I don't know, man. I just want a lightsaber and a duel, and then there needs to be a brief scene where it's impossible. It can't be done. Yeah, it can, kid. Yeah, it can. And then there's ships flying around. And then there's an animal that goes grrr, and then there's a robot that goes ba 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 ba. And that, is that too much to ask for? Andor, too many scenes of someone going, this is what it means to be the rebellion. This is what I've given up. You want to know what I've given up? Long walks on the beach. Drinking sweet tea by the sunsets. I'll never be able to have that again because I have to sacrifice myself for the rebellion. What have I given up? I've given up everything. And listen, I'm mocking the guy's speech. He did a great job. It's a great performance. All right? I get it. That's nice. Sometimes I just want lightsaber duel. It's impossible. All right. Severance. That's another show I need to see. Cool concept. Kind of a sci-fi thing. I'm into that. I feel guilty looking at these. It's like I should watch this. I should watch that. I can't. How? When will I have the time? When will I have the time? Boy, they're really. The pit seemed to win a lot. The network TV thing seemed to win a lot. It's interesting. But Adolescence won a lot too. It was all done in one shot show. Also very well done, but done in one shot. Critical. That it was done in one, but it was very well done. I'm not judging. Okay, I feel. Here's what I love about this. None of this is important, and yet somehow I found a way to feel guilty. That's high caliber, impressive guilt there. Demons are hot at global box office. Ooh. Demon Slayer is coming in on the highest end of expectations domestically. What is this, Demon Slayer? I don't even know what this is. What is? All right, we got it. Well, let's find out. Demon Slayer. Let's find out. I know nothing about that. You and I are discovering this together, everybody. What is this thing? All right. Based on the manga series Demon Slayer. Okay, I don't want to. There may be spoilers. I don't know. After recovering from the trap and subduing Tomeo, Muzan retreats into his dimensional stronghold, the Infinity Castle, and traps the Demon Slayer core inside. Well, if there's... But here's the thing. If you're trapped in an Infinity Castle, and it's truly infinity, are you trapped? I mean, isn't that where aren't we in infinity right now? Theoretically, we don't know where the end of the universe is. A lot of bathrooms in that Infinity Castle. Man. You say with the Infinity Castle? What are the property taxes like on the Infinity Castle? They're infinite. That's what they are. Oh, jeez. That's a lot. We want you to clean the Infinity Castle. Well, how much are you going to pay me? Infinite amount of money. How long is it going to take? Infinite amount of time. All right. Well, that's fine. Kagagawa's son and daughters lead the operation by mapping the Infinity Castle with the Kasugi crows and locating its inhabitants. Somebody encounters upper rank 2 Doma, realizing he was responsible for her sister's death. Despite the use of poisons, Doma develops immunity to her attacks and ultimately killing and consuming her. And then the Infinity Castle cleaning crew had to come in, and that's a lot. There's a lot to clean up there. So this sounds like, all right, so it's a sequel, and it's like starting right in the middle of everything. And I have no idea what I need to. I need to let's list to the all right. Okay, here we go. I'm going backwards. I'm going to the list of the chapters. A general idea. Okay. So it's teenage Tenjiro Kamato, who strives to become a demon slayer after his family was slaughtered and his younger sister Nezuko turned into a demon. Well, that's rife with conflict right there. Strives to become a demon slayer. Okay, so I think volume 1. So this was the manga. So I don't think I'm spoiling anything. Tanjiro Kamato is a teenage boy with a heightened sense of smell who lived happily with his family until one day he arrives home to find all of his family murdered except his younger sister Nezuko, who has been turned into a demon. And it smelled terrible. With a heightened... it was awful. A heightened sense of smell. It's awful. Before, during, and after. Because before, not enough deodorant usage. That was his complaint. And then he lost his whole family. Realizing Nezuko was not the killer and retained her humanity to an extent, Tanjiro protects her from a demon slayer named Gayu. Forgive me on the pronunciation. Giyu Tomioka, and convinces him to spare Nezuko while vowing to make her human again. An impressed Gyugu instructs Tanjiro to meet a man named Sakonji Urokodaki on Mount Sagiri while warning him to keep his sister out of the sun. Taken under Urodaki's wing, Tanjiro undergoes 2 years of harsh training before participating in the final selection to join the Demon Slayer Corps and passes after defeating a demon who targeted Urodaki's previous apprentices. Okay, so... as with everything, this is what I love. This is the new thing. This is the new thing. For something to be successful, they got to go to school. They got every franchise. They got to go to school. There's got to be a insert franchise here, high school. They're doing it with Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. It's finally happening. They've been salivating over a Starfleet Academy idea for years. Finally, it's happening. There's got to be a school. Harry Potter, come on. There's got to be a high school where everyone's got the demon, there's all the cliques and all this, and it's high school. Always got to set it in a high school, no matter what. We want to remake Basic Instinct, let's set it in a high school. Would actually be awesome, or not that difficult to do. Or would it? No, that'd be fine. Vampires in a high school, werewolves in a high school, it's fine. Want to do Magnum PI? Set it in a high school. Oh, ho, ho. There's an NBC executive right now who just shot up in bed and went Magnum PI, but in a high school. That's it. Set anything in a high school. Doesn't matter. 2001: A Space Odyssey in a high school. Why? Oh, there it is. the astronaut and the monolith are both in class together with the floating embryo star child. There it is. Or how about the monolith is the teacher? How about that? The monolith is the teacher, and the astronaut is sitting there, and they're just kind of like looking at the monolith going, oh, I think I know calculus now. Thank you, monolith. $1 million ideas, people. $1 million ideas. All right. I think that's good, right? Did we have fun? I think we had fun. Did we cover enough? This feels right. I'm gonna stop. I hope that this thing recorded. We'll find out if it did. If it didn't, then that's I'm gonna have to do this all over again.